If you are planning to give SolidWorks certification exam or you want to brush up your skills in SolidWorks, this video is for you. So for today's tutorial, I'm gonna be doing SolidWorks certification exam practice test. So this one is basically for surfacing certification. So if this is the PDF that SolidWorks has provided for the practice test. So inside this PDF, you'll see all the contents and everything about the SolidWorks certification that they provide. So these are different certification exams that you can take, and precisely for this surfacing exam, we have to cover these topics. So basically, these are the topics that you should know and you should be able to work upon so that you can pass the test. These are the total questions and everything that they give in the actual exam. So this is basically a sample test, and in sample test you can expect the questions to be similar to what they actually give in the test. So just before you go for the actual test, make sure you take the sample test so that you are confident enough and you score good marks. All right. So if we come down into this PDF, we have the test questions over here, and we basically have 4 questions in this one. Yeah. So we'll go through all the questions one by one. So let's start with the first question for this tutorial, and another questions we'll attempt in the next tutorial. So that's how I will take you through the exam. Alright, so for this question we have some problem description over here. You can pause and read it. It's simple. So basically they have attached the questions with some figures and then some descriptions. So for the question number 1, we have to design the part in SolidWorks using surfacing feature. So as this is a surfacing exam, we'll be using the surfacing features mostly. And then these are the inputs that they have provided. So here we have unit system, decimal places, part origin, and material. So make sure you note down this thing, because this is the very important part of the exam. If you miss out on this input and you do the whole exam correctly, there's not no probability that you will get the answer correct. So this is the first foremost important thing that you have to note down when you take the exam. Right, once you set your settings, decimal places and everything, you are good to go. So after that, they have said here to open the SolidWorks part. For this question, they have provided us a solid part, and I will show you what part they have provided. And it says it contains a surface imported from another CAD system and a sketch picture in sketch 123. Something is imported, and then they are saying to create a surface on the side using either swept surface or fill surface. So you can use either of these two surface operations so to achieve the result for this question. So another things they have mentioned is you have to follow these rules. You can go through all these rules one by one. All right, and this is the final question: what is the surface area? So if I go through my SolidWorks, this is the solid part that they have provided, and what they are asking us to do is, if I go back one slide up to the question, so they have given this magenta color profile, this one, and they want us to create this green surface for this part. Here we have a 3D draft. Make sure you note all these small details so that your answer is correct. So right now I know all the question requirements, so I'll just go to my SolidWorks, and to create the surface we need this one sketch which is already there, and we need one sketch on the top plane. So this is our top plane, and then we will need one more sketch over here at this point, connecting this point, so that we can create the fill surface. You can also use swept surface, but for this tutorial I'm going to use the fill surface command. So without further ado, let's start on how to approach this. So let's create a plane first. I'm gonna be taking right plane and this point. So our plane is ready. We created this plane because we have to draw a profile from this point connecting this top plane. So once we are done with that, I'll select my top plane, go to sketch, and here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a style spline, and from this point I'm gonna draw few points for the spline. Once I'm done with that, I will just ballpark my design to look like it's the imported shape sketch picture. It's like a imported sketch picture that is there on the top line. For this point, I'm gonna select this to make coincident, and then I'm gonna ballpark it. Alright, let's view it. So it looks decent to me. A little bit of more connection can be done. So yeah, that looks fine to me. I'll exit the sketch. Now we have our sketch. We need to do one more sketch on this plane. So let's create the sketch on that plane. For this also, I can take style spline. Just 2 points are enough. After that, what we can do is we can draw one vertical construction, and they want us to give a 3-degree draft. So for that, I'm gonna give a dimension between these two as 3 degrees. Alright, so now the draft is given. So I'll select my this sketch and our spline, make it tangent. Right. After that, all I have to do is select this and select this point, make pierce. Okay, so once we are done with this, we can exit the sketch, and now we can proceed to our fill surface command. Let's invoke that. For the patch boundary, I'll select this one, this one, and this one. Let's see how it looks. I think it looks perfect. So I will just close it. Right, now we have to do the measurement. So let's take the measure tool, select on the surface. Area is to do 0.88 mm square. Let's go back to our PDF and see 0.93 plus minus 7 millimeters square. So our answer is very accurate, very precise. It's matching, and this is the correct answer in fact. So yeah, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys like it, and if you have any doubts, feel free to comment down below and like this video and subscribe to my channel. Peace out.